Well, hello everybody and welcome to day 6 of our 30-day challenge, Be Brave, Trust God. And I've titled today, Crazy or What? And you'll see what I mean by that as we get into the meat of it. So go with me to Romans chapter 4, verse 17. Romans 4, verse 17. As it is written, I have made you a father of many nations. In the presence of him whom he believed, God, who gives life to the dead and calls things which do not exist as though they did. You know, trusting God won't always look cool to other people. In fact, if you trust God, a lot of people are going to think you're crazy. But looking crazy and being crazy are two very different things. When we trust God and when we put him in the driver's seat of our life, we'll find ourselves having to trust him for things that we haven't seen yet. We'll find ourselves having to trust him for some things that look pretty impossible. But personally, I think the other option of thinking I can do it all myself, thinking nothing can change, nothing's real except what I see in front of me, I think that's pretty crazy. You know, I think Jesus knew that people would think that those who trusted him were a bit mad, that they were a bit crazy. I think that's why he said, when the Son of Man comes again, will he find faith on earth? I think that he knew that before he returned, a lot of people would not live a life of faith because of the pressure of the world would lead them to doubt themselves and see themselves as crazy too. I think he knew that people would, that we would get in a state where people wouldn't be taught how to stand in faith, that they'd never hear the things that would help them stand through things and see what they couldn't yet see manifest in their lives. People are going to laugh at you if you trust God completely. That's par for the course. They laughed at Abraham. In fact, Abraham's own wife, Sarah, even laughed at God when he told them they were going to have a child. Somehow, even well-meaning Christians think that to have faith in God for things you can't see is crazy. That's why so few believers these days actually believe God for anything more than life throws at them. No matter what they think, you should be happy when someone laughs at you because you're exercising your faith. After all, becoming a faith person has got to be a lot better than becoming an unbelief person. What if instead of thinking that trusting God was crazy, what if said instead we thought differently? What if when people see you, you would really want them saying, hey, look, he's a faith person, rather than, you know, what if people went round and they looked at Christians and they said, hey, look at them, they're real doubters, they've got no belief. Is that what we want to be known for? You see, Abraham was a crazy kind of guy by the world's thinking. But to God, he was a faith giant. When God said that in old age, he and his barren wife were going to have children and he was going to be the father of nations, Abraham went around telling people that was who he was. Like God, he called those things that were not as though they were. See, God gave him a new name, Abraham, and every time he used his new name, he was introducing himself like this. Hi, I'm Abraham, the father of many nations. And when people they'd go, like, so where's the kids? Where's the kids? And they started laughing at him and they started thinking he was mad. But Abraham thought, well, I can't show you the kids yet. But that's not the point. You see, God said, I'm the father of many nations. So that's who I am because God said it. You see, Abraham didn't let the mockers and the unbelief people get to him. And neither should you. Don't let the unbelief people get to you. He didn't let himself get discouraged. And he didn't end up conforming to the crowd. He just let people laugh. He kept his eyes on God and saw that what was not become what was. So I'm going to pray for you right now. Father, I thank you that you call things that are not as though they were. And in my life right now, I call what is not as though it is, and I fully expect it to be. Amen.